nice. This is Sean Hammond for PremierGuitar.com. We are at Winter NAMM 2015 in Anaheim talking to Adrian from Orange Amps. Adrian, you guys have 4 new Crush amps, right?
That is correct. Yes, we have the 12, which is unchanged, apart from the addition of a cab sim and better op amps, so it distorts a bit nicer, but the circuit's the same.
Okay, so the differences again, say it one more time.
Has cab sim on the headphone out, so
okay.
We've got a 4x12 with voice of the world speakers, got the signature of it and recreated that in filters on the headphone output.
Is it simulating like a 412 with vintage 30s or something?
Nah, voice of the world speakers.
Oh, sorry. I'm not familiar with those. Okay.
They're our own kind of speaker. It's kind of like a vintage 30. It's not a copy of a vintage 30. It's kind of got a similar mid-range. It's a small dust cap speaker, but the top end is way more articulate and the bottom end kind of speeds up in a unique way the more you push the power amp on something like an EL84 amp or something.
Okay, so it's got the cab simulator, and we're talking about the one that's mic'd up on the top left, right?
Well, we're actually talking about the 12 there. I'm going through them. I'm playing through the 35 RT at the moment. I
see, where I got confused. I was thinking 12-inch speaker. There's like no way there's a 12-inch in that.
That's the
talking wattage.
So the Crush 12, and then the 20 is where we really change things. We've got like a 4-stage preamp, 2-stage clean channel, shared EQ, channel switching. So it's kind of like the Crush Pro, but with a shared EQ. We got the cab sim on the headphone outs and stuff on those as well. And then we got the 20 RT, which is the same, except it has a digital reverb and a digital tuner added. But those are the only digital components. Everything got like the preamps analog, there's no modelling, it's all analog. And the 35 RT is the same again, with a 10-inch speaker, more power, and a buffered effects loop.
Nice. Okay, so we just heard the 35?
30 channel,
30.
Bedroom level, kind of, yeah.
Do you want to twiddle the knobs and show us any other sounds?
Well, the clean's on there, if I put it in a... And then the reverb, it's quite nice.
Pretty springy. Now tell people about, this is a side thing, but it's a cool guitar. You want to tell us about this guitar a little bit? No, I mean, you're not the rep or anything, but I just think it's cool. Like, when I saw it, I was like, what is that?
Yeah, it's got this company up in Peterborough, which is in the UK, that make these. Yeah, it's kind of nice,
Cool mix of modern and vintage vibe.
Well, yeah, it's kind of good woods, good pickups, Bigsby on there, kind of traditional vibe. They do some more contemporary stuff, of course.
Cool. Now, do you want to tell us about the new bass amp? Should we switch over there?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Adrian, so you have one new bass head here, the OB1 300. Is that a Star Wars reference? Oh, there's 500.
Yeah, there's 2. So one's 300 watts, got less output devices in there, and a slightly smaller donut transformer. They're Class AB as well, they're not Class D. I don't like Class D, I don't like the sound of it.
Class B with a toroidal transformer? AB, okay.
Yeah.
With a toroidal transformer in there?
Yeah. All analog preamp, everything's analog on these, Okay. I kind of prefer that sound to Class D.
Yeah.
It just sounds more natural.
I like the blender control.
Yeah, well, that's what that is that's harmonics. So this is the clean section. So you got this is 3 bell-shaped EQs. It's like bass, middle, treble. They're bell shapes, and plus minus 10 dB. They're active, backs and all. This is volume. This is additional to this. So if you bring this in, this percolates.
It's a coffee maker. I was thinking like food processor or something.
How much coffee, and this is how fine you grind it. So So if if it's up here, you're probably going to leave the coffee grinder sounding like a Formula One car before you put it in the filter, you know. So yeah, just a tiny bit of that. You know, so...
Can we hear a couple different settings on that?
Just like that. I quite like it. It just kind of gets harmonics without the gain.
Awesome, yeah.
You know,
even now, people are going to wonder about this. I was asking about it earlier, but I mean, this is half or part of the equation, obviously. So, like, this is a prototype bass that you guys.
O bass. This will eventually be an O bass.
So this is like a prototype you guys are working on.
It's a prototype. It's not the final version.
What are the pickups in here?
A few. It's just a split.
Something you guys made, or just
quite high output. It's kind of quite traditional though. High output but traditional.
Nothing. Is it some boutique thing or just sort of a mid-level?
No. It's
OEM.
They're wound well. I mean, they're good. It's like an OEM sort of split, kind of similar to a P-bass pickup, really. Only because people know what that does.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get sidetracked on this, but you know, it sounds the amp sounds awesome, and you've got this bass, which I'm imagining in the end when you guys sell it, it will be fairly low price, right?
This is going to be around $400 when it's out. Yeah.
It sounds amazing in here.
Oh yeah, no, they play great and they sound good. Yeah. I mean, the EQ is really powerful on this. You can see.
Man, there's a lot of range in there.
A lot of EQ there. It's actually, and it's global. It EQs this as well. So if you bring a bit of that.
That sounds pretty sweet.
So you can sort of dial in, you know, whatever you want with that.
Now the voicing between the two heads is pretty much the same as just different output.
That is correct, yeah. The 300 watt version just really frees you up with more smaller cabs you can use without, you know.
It's 300 watts into how many ohms?
Into 4 ohms.
Okay, same with the 500.
Yeah, I'll probably do about 2 into 8, and that'll do about probably 400 into 8, you know. Drops a bit, you know.
How much are these going to go for?
That's good. That is a good question. I'm not exactly.
To be determined.
No, there's pricing available from the sales guys, okay. But yeah.
Now, is this stuff on your website right now?
Yeah.
You want to tell people where to go?
Yeah, it'll all be up. It'll be orangeamps.com.
Nice. Thanks, Adrian.
Excellent. Have a good show.
You too, man. Thanks for watching, guys. Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com.